So for this first problem, it says graph the dilated image of quadrilateral ABCD using a scale factor of 1/2. So does that tell us it's going to get bigger or smaller? Smaller. And the center of dilation is 1, -2. So that's our star. That's our star. So let's go to 1, -2 and put our star. All right, go to 1, -2 to your star. We're not going to use the patty paper because we're not turning anything today. We're just going to make this shape smaller. So here's how we're going to do that. I'm going to say, how do I go from the star to A? Well, I go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I go up 6 to get to A. And then I have to go over how many? 4. And I go over 4. So I'm just writing this down to show you what I'm doing. So to go from the star to A, I go up 6, left 4. You have to do half of that now. You have to do half of that. So go back to your star. Yep. So go back to your star. Instead of going up 6, I'm going to go up 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to go left 2. Okay? And I'm going to put A prime right there. I'm going to put A prime. Do you see how that's shrinking it in? Okay. So you do half. I'm just writing this down for people who are a visual learner. And so to get to A prime, I went up 3, left 2 is what I did. Okay? All right, so let's talk about how do you get from B. So your star is important because that's what they want you to use as your center today. So to get to B, I would go up how many?
4.
Up 4. And to the right, 2. Okay? I need to do half of that. I need to do half of that. So go back to your star, and you're going to go up how many? 2 and over 1. And that's your B prime. So to get to B prime, I went up 2, right 1. Okay? All right, so remember, star is your reset button. That's where you're always going back to, the star. Now let's go to C. I'm just doing them in alphabetical order. So I would go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And to the right, how many? 4. Right, 4. All right, I need to do what with that?
Half it.
Half. I've got to half it.
3, 2.
So go down 3 and right 2. So that is C prime. So down 3, right 2. Okay. And then how do I get to D? Down 4. And then to the left, how many? Anybody? Close. 8. All right, left 8. And then I have to take half. All right, I got to take half. So to get to D prime, I'm going to go down 2 and left 4. Okay, so the thing to remember, though, is that on a multiple choice test, it might ask you this. What are the coordinates of A prime? That's what it might ask you on a multiple choice test. What are the coordinates of A prime? And a lot of people will say that they are 3, 2 or 3, -2. Are those the coordinates? No, those aren't the coordinates. How do I know the coordinates of A prime? What are the coordinates always based off of?
The origin.
You have to go back to the origin to name the coordinates. So where would A prime be at?
1.
Where's A prime? It's right there. What are the coordinates of that? -1, 1. So on a test, that would be at -1, 1. That would be the correct answer. Does that make a little bit of sense?
So you don't base it off the star, you guys go back to the regular.
Yes, for the coordinates. Okay? The star is what you use to graph it. The coordinates are always based off of 0, 0. Okay? All right. Number 8, graph the dilated image of triangle XYZ using a scale factor 2 and a center dilation -3, -1. Yes?
Oh, I had a question.
Uh-huh.
So, what would you do if the scale factor makes it where a coordinate would be a decimal?
You can graph decimals, but they would never ask you. Yes, you can graph decimals, right? So 6, 1.5 would be right there, right? Okay, and I'm not going to be really picky. If I'm grading something and it's a decimal and you have it somewhere close, that's fine. Okay. All right. Number 8, a scale factor of 2. What's that going to make it?
Bigger.
Bigger. Very good. Your center of dilation is -3, -1. That's our star. -3, -1. So it's right in the middle of that triangle. All right, let's talk about x first. How do I get to x? Up 2,
Over 2.
over 2. Up 2, left 2. All right, I'm doing a scale factor of 2. So I need to,
How about you?
yep, I need to multiply by 2. I need to double it. So go back to my star, but this time I'm going to go up
4.
4. I'm going to go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Over 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. See how that's going to make it bigger? All right, let's talk about y. If I'm back at the star, how do I get to y?
I think, I can't see. Up 1 over 1.
Up 1 over 1. And then I do what with that? Multiply by 2, so I'm going to go up 2 over 2. So that's y prime. So to get to y prime, I went up 2, right 2. All right, what about z? Good. Good. And so I need to go down 4 to the right. All right, you don't have to write this next point down unless you really want to. What are the coordinates of x prime? What are the coordinates of x prime? All right, anybody? Coordinates of x prime? Is that what you're going to say, Kamara? -7, 3. So -7 up 3. Those are the coordinates of x prime. Okay. And the last one, a triangle is shown on a coordinate grid. A dilation of triangle PQR will be performed with center 2, 2 and a scale factor of 3. The result of the dilation will be triangle P prime, Q prime, R prime. What will be the coordinates of R prime? What's the only letter I have to do? R. It's asking for R prime. All I need to look at is R. Okay. And it's a dilation. So let me start at 2, 2, and I need to ask myself, how do you get to R?
Up 2 over 1.
Good. Up 2 over 1. Close, but the scale factor is 3.
Multiply by
Scale factor is 3.
6 3.
Up 6
Over 3.
over 3. Up 6 over 3, because I had to multiply by 3. Okay? And the question says, what are the coordinates of R prime? What y'all got? 5, 8. You base it back off of 0, 0. So over 5, up 8 gets you to R prime. Those are the coordinates of R prime. 5, 8.